We're at Twentymile Ranger Station right here, and for the next few days, what we're going to be doing, and actually the distance, we could totally do this in a long day hike, but we have reasons why we're doing this way. One, we're getting here kind of late. It's 1 o'clock now, but we're going to hike past campsite 93 on the 20-mile trail and make a turn on the long Hungry Ridge trail, and we'll be camping at campsite 92 tonight. Then tomorrow, finish the climb up long Hungry Ridge up to Gregory Bald, and then make the traverse there across Gregory Bald to campsite 13, where we'll refill water probably, and then come down Wolf Ridge to campsite 95, and we will camp there. Now, it's only 2 miles coming out. We probably could, from campsite 95, finish it out, but we didn't want to be driving home after that, so we decided we would just stay a second night at campsite 95. The beginning of 20-mile trail looks more like a road. It's very wide, and from what I understand, this is the character of the trail for a while. This will be kind of what we're going to be walking for most of the day. It also parallels 20-mile creek, and from what the map shows and what I've seen in other videos, we're going to be crossing that creek a number of times today. Man, these are legit bridges. What it is missing. We are at campsite 92. We came from the trail, came from right up there, and the trail continues right along here and crosses the stream right over there and continues on. That's where we'll be going tomorrow. So I'm gonna give you the dime tour of the campsite. I'm set up with my Gossamer Gear, the 2. I've got it, frankly, it's ready for bed. Got an extra layer sitting out, because I'll put that on in a little while. It's already cooling off. We started walking at about 1:15, and handyman, we got here about 2:45, because it's about 3:15 now. So we did that 4 hours in about an hour and a half. 4 hours, an hour and a half. We did 4 miles in an hour and a half. Yeah, whatever, you know, time, distance, whatever. It's all interchangeable, right? On this trip, we decided to bring the chairs. Of course, you might grumble about carrying the extra weight the whole time you're carrying it, but once you're in camp, totally worth it. Let's see, we've got our little bit of a kitchen set up over there. I'll show you dinner in a little while. We've already refilled our water. Handyman, what are you drinking tonight?
Iced tea, lemonade mix.
Sweet. It's pretty awesome. This is his setup. On that last Sipsy trip, he was supposed to come with me but couldn't because he was pretty banged up after the football game. But this is his setup. He's got a hammock set up, and he swears that it's much more comfortable than being on the ground.
Yeah, yes it is.
He's probably not wrong. So anyway, that's our setup for tonight. We're just sort of debating whether we're going to have a fire or not. I think we're probably about 75% no on the fire. This trip, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to do a bald, and so looking at the map, I picked Gregory bald. So there is a climb to get up to a bald, but I wanted to combine that with some of the trails that are more in the bottoms. That include the walking along the creeks and the creek crossings. I wanted some of that. I wanted some of that feel, that vibe.
But how did you like the trail today, actually?
Well, it was not nearly as challenging as I thought it would be, because we basically are coming from couch to trail. We haven't done anything to prepare physically for it.
The trail was really clean. I did like that.
Oh, yeah.
There wasn't much debris. It looks recently cleaned out. So they actually keep, tabs on their trails here.
Yeah, the National Park Service does a really good job of maintaining trails, and I'm in the Smokies. I'm happy. This is 2 packages of grits with Mountain House eggs with bacon. That might be the most southern thing I've ever heard of.
The crazy thing about wildlife is that they occasionally like getting in your stuff. Now, we didn't have a bear attack us. However, as you can see with the acorns, a squirrel attacked me. Nesting right in my brain because I had it open. So if you have any open containers in the middle of the night and you hear ruckus and you randomly start swaying in your hammock, there might be a squirrel around you because it's nesting.
So we're pushing 9 o'clock local. Our bodies are still on our time, Central Time, so we're on about 8 o'clock time, and about to get started. Got up this morning. It's a little bit overcast. We knew that was going to be the case. We're going up Long Hungry Ridge. We may be about a third of the way up. And behind us, it looks like we ought to be nearing the top. But I will bet you anything that is a false summit. And for the hiking community, I would like to propose a new name for false summits. They should not be called false summits, because the word summit should not be anywhere near it. They should be called a false hope. Because you look at it, it gives you hope that you're near the top, but you're nowhere near it.
And you get a new hope on the other side.
Nice.
Thank you.
This is not easy to read. Handyman here just said if they put some paint on it, it would be easier. I think he's right. Right there, I'm pretty sure that says Gregory Bald, 0.7. All right.
Gregory Bald, our lunch awaits us.
All right, sitting here enjoying this view and also enjoying lunch. That is a tortilla with pepperonis, string cheese, and one package of mayonnaise. And it is really good. But it's not as good as that. What's for lunch, handyman?
Buffalo chicken, string cheese for the cheese, 2 pieces of bread.
Coming down Wolf Ridge.
Look, there's the peak.
Oh yeah, we've already passed that peak.
Oh no, I'm saying that was the peak.
Yeah. So we're coming down, what is this, Wolf Ridge?
Yeah.
Coming down Wolf Ridge, and there's supposed to be a 60% chance of rain tonight. And it's been pretty overcast for most of the day, and the sun keeps trying to make a little bit of an appearance. Every once in a while we get some blue skies, but it's been mostly kind of a off and on gray day. As nice as yesterday was, today is turning out to be a little bit more of a winter day. And we're continuing down Wolf Ridge Trail. As we're descending the Lone Wolf Trail, we're getting to some lower elevations. You can see there's still a little bit of color on the trees. Not much, and certainly not very vibrant.
Mainly red and orange.
A little bit of red, a little bit of orange that's fading to brown. But there's still a little bit of color, and this is the weekend before Thanksgiving, so it's kind of surprising to me that there's this much color hanging on. This morning started at about 6:30 when we started getting up.
I'm gonna stop you there. It really started for me at 2:30 when a squirrel was digging in my backpack, putting acorns in it. But other than that, that's the one time I woke up because a squirrel was just rummaging my bag, and I started swinging in my hammock for unknown reasons until I found out this morning when, as you saw in the clip earlier, of dumping out acorns.
And then you got up one time for your...
That was at 2:30.
Yeah, your nightly routine.
That was at 2:30.
And all I heard was a thud behind me, and I thought, my first thought was bear. So I went, hey, it's just me.
With a response of, what you need, Dad?
Yeah, there's a 60% chance of rain tonight, which...
I'd rather not get wet.
It's not supposed to be thunderstorms or anything, nothing like that.
Nothing just extreme. The top was 100% worth it. Sitting on top of that mountain and having lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, that was worth it. I mean, beautiful view. Pictures can't tell you what you really can see. I mean, it's just, you could look out and see other people's, like the other mountaintops and little squares of where people have fields. And it's just beautiful out.
That was really cool. Having such a high vantage point over all that. The fees for the campsites, it's so cheap. I went ahead and scheduled this weekend and scheduled for both of us with both campsites. It was only $16, and it's just so cheap. And I did it not knowing what the weather was going to be like. And I'd already, I texted you at one point and said if the weather is garbage, we'll just cancel because we're not going to do that and not have fun. Plus, it really didn't cost us anything, even though it was $16, because I had the Underhill's credit card.
Yeah, the Underhills did us a big favor. We got their credit card number if you need it. That's also what paid for all my setup behind me.
Yeah,
it's $2,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah, and the Underhills paid for all of it. So shout out to the Underhills.
Good people.
Night 2, it rained.
Yes, it rained.
Almost all night.
It poured last night for a good solid hour. It just kind of poured on us.
Yeah, and most times when I woke up, it was still
raining, sprinkling.
After an all-night rain, the morning has dawned clear and really cool. Once you get down into kind of the bottom of Wolf Ridge Trail, the trail really widens like it was at the beginning of the trip. I think it's going to stay this way for the rest of this, and even though it's late November, it's still really green with all the rhododendron. You see how pretty the trail is. All right, so at campsite 95, we found that big bottle of, what was that?
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels, yeah. And
Empty.
yeah, it was empty. So we decided we would pack it out. And when I first saw it, I thought that was a big plastic. Oh no, it's glass. It weighs about 1 metric ton. And so we decided to pack out that garbage because it's not very far.
And I also hate leaving garbage up here anyways. I mean, it kind of ruins the environment.
Yeah.
So we've already picked up 2 things of trash.
And so that explains
that video.
handyman there stumbling out of the woods with a bottle of Jack Daniels. All right.
As you can tell, we are wearing different clothes because we have reached the truck. It's been a wonderful trip. Just seeing all of nature's wonderful beauty. It's outstanding.
It's been a good trip. At the end of every trip, I have to assess whether I kicked the trail's butt or the trail kicked my butt.
Equal.
On this one, yeah, we kicked each other's butt. Anyway, it was a good trip. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching here till the end. And if you are so inclined, hit like and subscribe.